A warm welcome to everyone. Welcome to Grundkurs English. Good to have you here. As you might have noticed, over the last 6 episodes, I have a bit of an American accent. Yes, I am American. And so from time to time, I have to leave my adopted country, Germany, and go back to my homeland, America. This is exactly what I did recently. And of course, I will let you take part in my adventures. Aren't you special? From checking out flights to checking in, but more of that later. Our grammar today will be the future tenses. And as always, the lovely Carolyn will help you with that. I, on the other hand, love traveling. And I'm looking forward to my vacation in the USA. Okay, I must admit, if someone said to me just before my departure, like, a journey from which some of us, or perhaps all of us, may never return, well, I might have reacted the same way as Bilbo Baggins. But, as you will see now, my travel planning was no problem at all. The grammar included in this part of the film might not be that easy, but don't worry. Our hostess with the mostest will help us out there. First, see some future tense constructions for yourself. Hey, Julia.
Yeah?
I need your advice. Which flight should I book? There's a flight that departs from Birmingham at 10:35 a.m. and arrives in Boston at 7:05 p.m. with a flight duration of 8 hours and 30 minutes.
That sounds good, but what about the price?
Yeah, that flight will cost me 1,144 euros.
That's expensive. What about a one-stop flight?
Well, there's one here. The flight is via London. I save 187 euros with the one-stop flight. Plus, since the flight leaves at 3:15 p.m., I can go directly to the airport from work.
That's great. I think you should go for this one then.
Yeah, I think so too. Even though it will take longer. I'm gonna book this flight.
Yeah.
Okay, here I have it. Now I have to review my flight details. I'm leaving from Birmingham. I leave on the 1st of June at 3:15 p.m. I arrive in Boston at 8:25 p.m. Flight number is 424. Now all I have to do is scroll down to step number 3 and voila. Hey honey, when I come back, I will be leaving Boston at 8:20 a.m. and arriving at Birmingham one day later at 9:25 a.m. Will you be picking me up?
Are you asking me? Oh, Eric, that's too early in the morning.
Honey, are you going to pick me up?
Okay, sweetie, just give me your flight number and I'll be there.
Yeah, the flight number is 425. Cool. Booking a vacation is just as easy as 1, 2, 3. I think vacation stress is the most coolest stress one can have. What a stress. Whew. I have to take a break now. Please, Carolyn, relieve me.
Ja, das sah wirklich fürchterlich anstrengend aus, Eric. Ich glaube, wir müssen mal über die Zukunft sprechen. Aber zunächst im grammatikalischen Sinne. Im Englischen gibt es verschiedene Zukunftsformen und mit jeder kann man etwas anderes ausdrücken. Die ersten beiden Futurformen, um die es geht, sind genau genommen gar keine. Wir kennen sie schon. Das Present Continuous und das Present Simple. Beide sind ja eigentlich Gegenwartsformen. Dennoch kann man mit ihnen Zukünftiges ausdrücken. Im Deutschen ist das ja auch so. Ich kann zum Beispiel sagen, ich gehe nächste Woche ins Kino. Das ist dann zwar Präsens, aber ich spreche über die Zukunft. Wir schauen noch mal in Erics Reiseplanung rein.
I am leaving from Birmingham. I leave on the 1st of June at 3:15 p.m. and arrive in Boston at 8:25 p.m.
Hier haben wir nun die beiden angesprochenen Gegenwartsformen mit Futurcharakter. Das Ereignis, über das Eric spricht, liegt in der Zukunft, dennoch verwendet er das Präsens. Das Present Continuous wird für zukünftige Ereignisse verwendet, wenn es sich um selbst festgelegte Pläne, Termine oder Vereinbarungen einer Person handelt. Wir hatten das auch schon in Folge 4 besprochen. Dafür kann man sich Diary Future, also die Tagebuchzukunft, merken. Hier wird das Present Simple verwendet, auch Timetable Future, also Fahrplanzukunft genannt. Das zukünftige Geschehen ist nicht durch selbstgemachte Pläne, sondern durch äußere Vorgaben festgelegt. Zum Beispiel durch Fahrpläne, Programme, Öffnungszeiten oder wie hier den Flugplan. Hier kommen mehr Zukunftsformen.
That flight will cost me 1,144 euros. Even though it will take longer, I am going to book this flight.
Hier haben wir nun eine echte Zukunftsform, das Future Simple, mit will und Infinitiv. Damit kann man sachlich über zukünftige Ereignisse sprechen, ohne emotionale Betonung. Eric stellt hier neutral fest, dass der Flug 1.144 Euro kosten wird. Sehr oft verwenden wir das Future Simple, um spontane Aussagen oder Entscheidungen mitzuteilen. Zum Beispiel, I will have a cup of tea. I'll have the burger oder I will help you. Now I'm going to show you more future tenses. I'm going to book. Eine Kombination aus der ing-Form des Verbs und einem vorangestellten to be. Diese Zukunftsform verwendet man, um bereits gefasste Absichten und bereits in Gang gesetzte Ereignisse auszudrücken. Sie wird auch Present Future, also Gegenwartszukunft genannt. Eric hat sich zu diesem Zeitpunkt in der Gegenwart bereits entschieden, dass er diesen bestimmten Flug in der nahen Zukunft buchen wird. So, nachdem wir jetzt die gesamte Reiseplanung hinter uns gebracht haben, kann Eric ja dann auch mal langsam aufbrechen, oder?
Noch nicht ganz, Carolyn. Also, hold your horses, honey. After checking out the right flight, but before checking in at the airport, there always seems to be a weight problem? No, Carolyn, not my weight problem. The weight of my luggage. Okay? A trip to our bar in Boston might be in order.
I hope I don't get charged for my luggage being overweight.
Well, if you pack right, your luggage won't be overweight.
So what does your bag has to do with it? Even you can carry it, it is still heavy.
No, pack, not back.
Pack heißt packen. Pack. Back heißt Rücken. Back.
Deshalb bin ich immer mit meinem Rucksack, meinem Backpack, unterwegs. Da kann mir das schon mal nicht passieren. Und jetzt geht's los, oder?
You're right. You are absolutely right, Carolyn. And now I want to make a quote from Matthias Claudius. Wenn jemand eine Reise tut, so kann er was erzählen. Drum nahm ich meinen Stock und Hut und tät das Reisen wählen. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. What can I do for you?
I'm leaving for my vacation.
Where will you be flying to, sir?
I'm flying to Boston, Massachusetts via London.
All right. Your ticket and passport, please.
Tickets
Thank you.
and my passport. My passport. I can't seem to find my passports.
I'm sorry, sir. Without a passport, you cannot fly. This is not possible.
I know. I need to call my roommate. Hi, Vince. Yeah, this is Eric. You wouldn't happen to have seen a blue passport laying around the apartment? No? Hey, can you check my office? Check on my desk and see if my passport's laying there? No? You can't find it? You can't find it. You can't find it.
I'm sorry, sir. You cannot fly it without passport. Check your luggage and pocket again, please.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh,
Here's
thank you,
my
sir.
pass.
Okay. So, you are leaving today Memmingen at 3:15 p.m., arriving Boston at 8:25.
Correct.
Okay, this is your ticket.
Okay, thank you.
You will return to Memmingen on 10th of June via London. Your departure time is 8:20 with flight number 425.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay.
Do you have luggage, sir?
No, I don't. I just have my carry-on.
Would you like a window seat or an aisle seat?
I'll take an aisle seat, please.
Okay. So, and your passport.
Thank you. I'm not going to lose that again.
Okay. So your depart flight is at 3:15 p.m. And the boarding time begins at 2:35. Please don't be later than 2:35, otherwise they will close the door on you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You have your tickets, your carry-on, and your passport?
Yes, I do.
Okay, enjoy your flight.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, I must admit, organization isn't my cup of tea. Therefore, I am very grateful that I have the enchanting Carolyn on my side.
Du alter Charmeur, du willst ja nur um den Grammatikteil herumkommen. Aber gut, dafür bin ich ja da. Wie erwartet finden wir auch in diesem recht chaotischen Teil von Erics Reisevorbereitung Futurformen.
I am leaving for my vacation today.
Where will you be flying to, sir?
Zuerst also noch einmal das Present Continuous, verwendet als Diary Future. Dass er sich heute auf den Weg macht, ist Erics eigener Plan. Dann haben wir hier noch etwas Ähnliches. Will plus be plus Verb in der Ing-Form. Das ist das sogenannte Future Continuous, also die Verlaufsform der Zukunft. Mit diesem beschreibt man eine Handlung, die zu einem bestimmten Zeitpunkt in der Zukunft ablaufen wird. Eric wird heute irgendwo hinfliegen. Wohin? Das möchte die nette Dame am Schalter gerne wissen. Where will you be flying to, sir? Hier haben wir die Futurformen noch einmal alle zusammengefasst. Wir hatten über das Present Continuous geredet. So sieht es aus. I am flying. Wir verwenden es für zukünftige, selbst festgelegte Pläne. Deshalb auch Diary Future. Das Present Simple wird auch Timetable Future genannt. Das ist dann die Form I fly. Wie der Name schon sagt, wird es für durch Fahrpläne oder ähnliche festgelegte zukünftige Ereignisse verwendet. Mit dem Future Simple, gebildet mit will, kann man sachlich über etwas in der Zukunft sprechen. Was haben wir noch? Ah ja, das Present Future mit to be going to. Es wird verwendet, um bereits in Gang gesetztes oder Beschlossenes zu beschreiben. Und last but not least haben wir noch das Future Continuous. I will be flying für in der Zukunft ablaufende, nicht abgeschlossene Handlungen. Und keine Panik, Sie müssen nicht immer wie aus der Pistole geschossen alle Futurformen parat haben. Mit dem Future Simple mit will kommen Sie eigentlich immer ganz gut durch, wenn es um die Zukunft im Englischen geht. Wir wollten Ihnen die anderen Futurs aber natürlich nicht vorenthalten. Kennen sollten Sie sie schon. Mehr gibt es natürlich wie immer im Internet und im Begleitbuch. Lieber Eric, are you going to do some work now too?
Oh, as a matter of fact, Carolyn, yes, I will. Of course, it's my job. With great pleasure, I announce that we are leaving now for a land far, far away. Remember J.R.R. Tolkien from the beginning? Besides The Hobbit, he also wrote The Lord of the Rings. This was turned into a very popular movie trilogy a few years ago. Director Peter Jackson is from New Zealand, and he chose his home country for most of the movie's sets. In our following Into the English World, you will see why.
New Zealand consists of 2 main islands and 9 small groups of islands. The country covers an area of around 270,000 square kilometers. New Zealand's indigenous people are the Maori. Their ancestors were Polynesians who settled in the country between the 8th and 14th centuries. On the 6th of February 1840, the Maori signed the so-called Treaty of Waitangi with the United Kingdom. It established relations between the Maori tribes and Great Britain. The Maoris relinquished their sovereignty. In return, they were assured of their civil rights. New Zealand became a British colony. To this day, the British Crown is the sovereign of New Zealand. The Maoris constitute a minority of the population. Their culture is nurtured. Maori, with English, is the official language. The Maoris call New Zealand Aotearoa, which is commonly translated as the land of the long white cloud. The partly untrodden landscape is so enchanting and extraordinary that many films have been shot here. The impressive mountain scenery has served many a film director as the backdrop for magical and spectacular films. New Zealand is among the leading agricultural countries in the world. The gentle climate with its warm summers and mild winters provides ideal conditions for farming, which generates about half of the country's export revenues. Due to its huge supply of sheep, New Zealand is a major exporter of wool. Fruit and vegetable production is also important. Particularly famous is the New Zealand kiwi. Kiwi doesn't only refer to a fruit, but also to the national bird and emblem of New Zealand. This night bird, which is unable to fly, is a protected species. It also lends its name to the New Zealanders themselves, who are widely known as Kiwis.
Not bad, isn't it? It's a shame that the flight is over 30 hours. But the stunning landscape, let me tell you, is probably worth it. Speaking of flying, airports can be very confusing. Usually, they are a maze, and to find where you want to go is more than luck than anything. And then sometimes seeking information doesn't help to lift the fog. See for yourself.
Excuse me, I have been waiting for my wife for an hour now. Can you please tell me what the problem might be?
Do you have a flight number, please?
It's flight 435 flying out of London.
Oh, sorry, sir. The machine from London is delayed.
The machine? What's delayed?
I think it's time to call a cowboy. Hi, cowboy. I have a problem communicating. Please come to the rescue.
Okay, I'm coming to the rescue. Seems to be the problem, ma'am.
Der Herr hat mich nach einem Flug aus London gefragt. Ich habe ihm gesagt, dass die Maschine verspätet ist, aber er versteht mich nicht.
Kein Problem. Das Wort auf Deutsch hat mehrere Bedeutungen. Auf Englisch, Machine, hat nur eine. Bitte sehr. Erstens, eine Maschine wie Waschmaschine oder ähnliches ist auf Englisch Machine. Beispiel, unsere Waschmaschine ist kaputt. Our washing machine is broken. Zweitens, auf Deutsch sagt man gerne Maschine für Flugzeug. Das ist aber auf Englisch plane. Beispiel, der Flug nach London ist verspätet. The plane from London is delayed. Drittens, eine Maschine im Sinne von dem Motor ist auf Englisch Engine. Beispiel, ich fahre das Modell mit dem 1,8 Liter Motor. I drive the model with the 1.8 liter engine.
Thanks, cowboy, for your help. Now I know the difference between Maschine and machine.
It's a pleasure, ma'am. If you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you do is stop digging. The second thing you do is call a cowboy. Carolyn, have I told you about the engine of my new car? It has a six-cylinder inline engine with high precision direct injection and... Carolyn? Carolyn? Okay, all alone, as usual. I will use the time to tell you that Mr. Sherlock Holmes and Humphrey Bogart have a very delicate problem to solve today. Packen. Airplane. Aeroplane. Advance reservation. Advanced booking. Baggage. Luggage. Railroad car. Railway carriage. Check. Bill. Grip. Travel bag. Railroad. Railway. Round trip. Return ticket. Someone once said, anytime you think some other language is strange, remember that yours is just as strange. You're just used to it. Immer wenn Sie glauben, eine andere Sprache sei seltsam, denken Sie dran, dass Ihre eigenen genauso eigenartig ist. Sie sind nur an sie gewohnt. Glauben Sie mir, es stimmt. I can totally agree with that. I know how strange German is. Keep that in mind when you are going into the language zone. You're talking in a different language, hoping everyone understands you. Beyond the language, there is another dimension. A dimension of articulation, a dimension of self-confidence, a dimension of knowledge. You are moving in a land of both listening and comprehension. You are now entering the language zone. J.R.R. Tolkien's fantastic novel, The Hobbit, was first published in 1937. The charming story of tiny, furry-footed Bilbo Baggins and his adventures in Middle-earth ultimately served as the prelude to Tolkien's epic, The Lord of the Rings. The main character, Bilbo Baggins, is a 50-year-old hobbit living a quiet, comfortable life. Gandalf, a mysterious wizard who is looking for someone to go on an adventure with him, asks Bilbo to come with him, but Bilbo doesn't want to take part in any of the adventures. You will have to find out the rest of the story by reading it yourself. Our American boy, Eric, decides to visit his family in Boston, Massachusetts, USA, and discusses possible flights. Throughout the conversation with his girlfriend, Julia, the future tense was used. I'm going to book this flight, or future continuous. I will be leaving Boston at 8:20 a.m. Once Eric finds the flight he wants, we see the traveler at the airport checking in. Off he goes into the great blue yonder. Good luck, Eric. We return to New Zealand. It's such a beautiful country and so much to talk about, we couldn't possibly cover it in one episode. The cowboy came to the flight assistant's rescue by explaining the differences between machine and machine. Cowboy, what would we do without you? Bogart and Holmes taught us something useful for the next trip. If you want to check in your bags in the US, you ask for the baggage check-in. In the UK, you say luggage. And last but not least, our Bavarian chap in Boston. Without him, we would never understand the phonetic difference between pack and back. I don't know about you, but I could watch Carolyn teach the future for another hour or so. Thanks to her, I will be going home now. So thanks for watching today. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye, good luck, and auf Wiedersehen.